Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're exploring a topic that's often misunderstood, frequently debated, and sometimes frustrating: metabolism. You've probably heard all sorts of claims about how to boost it, speed it up, or even how a slow metabolism is holding you back. But what if much of what you think you know about metabolism is a myth? What if the real secrets to working with your body, rather than against it, are far simpler and more effective than the latest fad? We're going to bust some myths, get a little skeptical, and then, I promise, leave you feeling truly encouraged with strategies that work. First things first, let's get on the same page about what metabolism is. At its core, metabolism is simply the total energy expenditure of your body. Think of it as the total of all the chemical processes that keep you alive and functioning. It's how many calories your body tortures in a day, to exist, to breathe, to think, and to move. This includes everything from your basal metabolic rate, which is the energy your body uses at rest, to the energy you burn through digestion and physical activity. It's your body's internal engine constantly running. Now here's where it gets exciting and often a bit surprising. There's significant individual variation in metabolic rates. You might assume that people of similar size and activity levels would burn calories at roughly the same rate, but that's not the case. Our bodies are incredibly unique. A fascinating study highlighted this perfectly, showing vast differences in calorie burning even among individuals with very similar physical characteristics. Some people were burning around 100 to 400 calories a day, while others, with similar body compositions, were torching an incredible 5,700 calories daily. That's a vast range, underscoring why a one-size-fits-all approach to diet and exercise often falls short. Your metabolism is genuinely your own. All right, let's jump into some of those popular metabolism boosting strategies you might have heard about. These are the ones that sound plausible, might have a tiny kernel of truth, but ultimately, their impact is often exaggerated. We're putting them in the "it might work" category, but with a big asterisk. First up, cold water. The idea here is that your body has to expend energy to warm the cold water to body temperature, thus burning more calories. And yes, technically that's true. Your body does use energy for that process. However, the metabolic impact is incredibly minimal. We're talking about maybe 8 calories per glass of ice-cold water. To put that in perspective, you'd need to drink a considerable amount of cold water to make a noticeable difference, and frankly, you'd probably end up needing to use the restroom more frequently. Plus, there's potential for subconscious energy compensation, where your body might just slightly reduce energy expenditure elsewhere to balance things out. It's not a magic bullet. Next, let's talk about spicy foods. Capsaicin, the compound that gives chili peppers their heat, has been shown to have a slight thermogenic effect. This means it can slightly increase your body temperature and consequently your metabolic rate. Studies have shown a modest boost, perhaps around 69 calories per day, in overweight individuals. While that's not nothing, it's also not a game changer for significant weight loss. The primary benefit of spicy foods often stems from their ability to enhance satiety and reduce overall food intake, making you feel fuller faster and potentially leading to reduced food intake. So it's more about appetite control than a massive metabolic surge. Finally, in our "it might work" category, we have weighted vests. This is a less commonly discussed strategy, but it's pretty intriguing. The theory is that by adding extra weight to your body, you trick it into thinking it's heavier than it is. This forces your muscles to work harder and your body to expend more energy to move around. While less researched than other methods, the concept makes sense. If you weigh more, your body naturally burns more calories. A weighted vest essentially simulates that effect without you gaining weight. It's a potentially effective method, though perhaps not the most comfortable for everyday wear. Now let's move on to the strategies that frankly probably don't work as advertised. These are the ones that have gained a lot of traction in the wellness world, but upon examining the science, they don't hold up to scrutiny. Prepare for some myth busting. First on the chopping block, green tea. For years, green tea has been touted as a metabolism-boosting miracle drink. You've probably seen it in countless fat burner supplements. The truth is, it's largely overhyped. While green tea contains catechins and caffeine, which can have a minor thermogenic effect, most studies show no significant metabolic effect that translates to meaningful weight loss. Any limited evidence suggests minor short-term boosts that are not sustained in the long term. Don't get me wrong, green tea is a healthy beverage, but it won't significantly boost your metabolism. Next up, saunas. The idea here is that intense heat makes your body work harder, leading to a higher calorie burn. While you certainly sweat a lot in a sauna, and your heart rate might increase, the actual calorie burn is negligible. You're talking about perhaps 5 calories more than just sitting usually for 10 minutes. It's a great way to relax and detoxify, but it's not an effective metabolic booster. Don't rely on your sauna sessions to burn off that extra slice of pizza. Similarly, cold plunges have gained popularity, with claims that they boost metabolism through thermogenesis. The logic is similar to cold water intake. Your body has to work to warm itself up. And yes, there's a tiny bit of truth to that. However, the calorie burn is minimal, perhaps around 14 calories more than sitting usually for 10 minutes. While cold plunges may offer other health benefits, such as improved circulation or mental resilience, they are not a significant metabolic accelerator. Don't expect to freeze your way to a faster metabolism. Finally, let's tackle one of the most persistent myths in the fitness world. The idea that eating frequent meals keeps your metabolic furnace burning. You've probably heard that you need to eat every 2 or 3 hours to keep your metabolism revved up and prevent it from slowing down. This myth suggests that skipping meals or eating less frequently will somehow put your body into a state of starvation mode. The reality is this is not true. Numerous studies have directly compared the energy expenditure of individuals eating the same total number of calories, but distributed across different meal frequencies. Whether participants ate 3 meals a day or 14 meals a day, there was no significant difference in their total energy expenditure. Your body is smart. It processes the calories you consume regardless of how often you consume them. The total caloric intake over 24 hours is what matters most for your metabolism, not the frequency of your meals. So eat when you're hungry and don't stress about hitting arbitrary meal timings. All right, enough with the wishful thinking and the debunked myths. Let's get to the good stuff, the metabolism boosting strategies that work. These are the ones backed by solid science and real-world results. To genuinely impact your metabolic rate, pay close attention to the following. The absolute king of metabolism boosting strategies is building muscle. This is, without a doubt, the most significant and sustainable way to increase your resting metabolic rate. Muscle tissue is metabolically active, meaning it burns more calories at rest than fat tissue does. To be precise, a pound of muscle burns approximately 6 calories per day at rest, while a pound of fat only burns about 2 calories per day. While those numbers might seem small individually, they add up significantly over time. The more muscle you have, the more calories your body burns just by existing, even when you're sleeping. This provides the most significant metabolic boost among all effective strategies. Beyond the metabolic benefits, building muscle also offers increased strength, improved body composition, and better overall health. It's a win-win-win. Next up, we have cardio. Yes, cardiovascular exercise directly burns calories during the activity itself. When you're running, cycling, or swimming, you are actively expending energy, resulting in direct calorie burn. This is undeniable and effective for creating a calorie deficit. However, it's essential to understand the concept of energy compensation. Sometimes after a strenuous cardio session, your body might unconsciously reduce its activity later in the day, or you might feel hungrier and consume more calories. This can somewhat offset the calories burned during the workout. Despite this, cardio still has a net positive effect on calorie expenditure and overall health. It's a powerful tool, but perhaps not as straightforward as simply calories in, calories out, when considering the body's compensatory mechanisms. It works, but it's part of a bigger picture. So, What does all this mean for you? How do you take this knowledge and apply it to your life for sustainable results? It comes down to general principles for weight management that prioritize long-term health over quick fixes. First, avoid overly restrictive or aggressive diets. These can backfire by signaling to your body that food is scarce, potentially leading to a metabolic slowdown as your body tries to conserve energy. Focus on nourishing your body, not depriving it. Second, incorporate more non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT, into your daily routines. This is the energy you burn doing everything that isn't formal exercise: walking, fidgeting, taking the stairs, standing more. These small movements add up significantly over a day and can have a tangible impact on your total energy expenditure. Finally, focus on gradual, sustainable lifestyle changes. Crash diets and extreme workout regimens are rarely effective in the long run. Small, consistent changes are the key to lasting success. Let's wrap this up with some key takeaways. The most important thing to remember is that your metabolic rate, while a factor, is not the sole determinant of weight loss success. It's one piece of a much larger puzzle. Consistent effort and realistic expectations are crucial. There's no magic pill or secret hack that will instantly transform your metabolism. Success in weight management and fitness is far more closely predicted by consistent physical activity, regular self-monitoring, such as weighing yourself, and crucially, engaging in strength training to build and maintain muscle mass. Understanding and working with your metabolism, rather than constantly fighting it or trying to trick it, is a far more effective and sustainable approach. Embrace the power of muscle, move your body consistently, and trust in the gradual, robust process of building a healthier you. You've got this.